everybody, it's Going Gray with Donnamarie number 14, and I got my hair cut yesterday. I think she went a little shorter because I told her it was flipping out and causing me some problems. So anyway, when she cut it, she cut off a lot of the brown, and now you can see what my hair really does look like. And I'm amazed from before and after of what she did. And there's still a little bit of brown on the ends, but that's okay. And some of this is dark as my normal color. But what's really cool is, I mean, the gray that's back here, and I don't know if y'all can see it, but it has silver pieces through it, and it just sparkles. So I'm gonna lean forward in the sun. I'm in my car. Lean forward and see if you can see these colors. They're just, I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's funny because I was having some second thoughts. Just last weekend we went to my son's house, and nobody was saying anything, and so finally I said, we were there for like at least a half hour or so, and I said, well, how do you like my hair? Well, this is before the cut too. And he says, well, I must tell you, I don't like it. And I said, really? And he goes, yeah, I just don't like it. So I said, okay, well, I guess they're just gonna have to get used to it. And it didn't hurt my feelings at all because I like it. So if I didn't like it, and I was having, it's funny, I don't know if it was before or after that, but I was having some second thoughts. And I looked back at one of my Going Gray videos, like when I was just a month out, and I had these highlights in my brown highlights, and it looked really nice. And I looked at that and I went, oh man, I had this big, huge regret. And I'm like, oh, I'm really regretting this now. And and I don't know, how can I get it back to the brown color? And no, am I gonna have to go, it's gonna start growing out every 3 weeks, and so it was just this little lapse, so I guess people are gonna have these little lapse, when they think they want to get it back to their old color, and then my grandson also, in the same night, he looked over and he said, you really need to dye it back. And he's like 11 years old. And I went, what? He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, you really need to dye it back. And I'm like, wow, it's like they're ganging up on me. But it was only them two. Then my daughter-in-law was like, oh no, it looks good. You keep it the way it is. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness she's saying that. And then I emailed or texted my other brother. He's out of town, and I showed him what it looked like, and he said, I love it. Yeah. So my older brother Joe doesn't care for it. Now, he hasn't seen it lately, but he, was the one in the beginning that didn't like it. My younger brother likes it. My son and grandson don't. My husband, he's not saying a word. He's like, I'm not saying anything. So I don't think he likes it, but I do. And so I don't know. I mean, look at how pretty this is. It's I don't think I look old. I don't know. I like it, and I also am still considering. I've got some dark spots in here. And if it starts to get just too white all over, because I still have just some definition in here, if it gets too white, then I might go ahead and put some lowlights in to break it up. So that's still a possibility. Right now, I don't want to do that. It'd probably be another 6 months or so before I even consider it. And I don't think I'm going to, but it just depends on how light it gets. Oh, and here's something else. My hairdresser said to me, because when she's cutting my hair, I said, "Wow, it's dark underneath. It's gray under there. It's not white." And she said, "What color was your hair when you were young? When you were a kid?" And I said it was blonde, but as I got older, it turned brown. But it was blonde when I was a young kid. I have a picture of me on a pony, and my hair is blonde. And or even a light brown. And she said, well, then the rest of your hair is going to turn out like this right here eventually. So the gray that you see underneath will eventually be the color of right here. So if that's true, and I have all white, then I might really think about putting some low lights in. And the low lights you only have to do, you know, probably every 4 to 6 months. I don't think you have to do it much more than that. Okay, well, I don't want to talk anymore because this is getting to be a long video, but I thought I'd just show you what it looks like and all the different shades and colors you can have. Everybody's different, and I would have never thought my hair was going to look like this when I grew it out. I would never, I mean, I think it's pretty. Anyway, everybody have a great day. See you next time. Happy Thanksgiving.